That the Detroit Historical Museum only puts out about 1% of its collection out on display. Did you know that?
That's pretty cool to know, because that means there are thousands of Detroit artifacts that many people never ever get to see. That is until now.
Right now, our video journalist Alex Atwell recently had a uniquely Detroit tour behind the scenes of the museum to see what gems are in or out of this collection.
Even though I come here every single day for work, I always get amazed. I always get that feeling of nostalgia and that feeling of pride that we really are doing something good. We really are holding on to these treasures, and that's what they are. They're the treasures of Detroit. They live right here. Where we're at right now is the Collections Resource Center for the Detroit Historical Society. We have over 90,000 square feet of storage space. This is where we house almost 250,000 artifacts related to Detroit's history. You know, we weren't always the Motor City. We were the Lumber City. We were the Railroad City. We were the Fur Trade City. With our automotive collection, one of the things that we do is we put our vehicles in what we call a preservation state. And just one of those many steps is encapsulating them in an air-filled bubble. This is a 1916 Packard V12 or Twin Six. This was actually Henry Joy's personal car. Henry Joy was the owner and founder of Packard Motor Car Company here in Detroit. When they finally closed Tiger Stadium, we were able to go in and get a lot of the material, including the seats, the scoreboard, lockers from the locker room, the turnstiles, the front gate, and most of the signs. This is the Sanders ice cream cart, vendor's cart from the popular Detroit ice cream and chocolate company, Sanders. Yeah, you'd probably see several of these around Detroit, maybe one or two strolling around Belle Isle. This is one of two Cobra chassis that Ford purchased in the 1960s. This is the convertible Roadster. Yeah, this is the only one that they ever made of this. It's just a styling prototype or a concept car. So we have a large collection of fire helmets. One of the symbols of the fire department were the speaking trumpets or bugles. And the number of bugles kind of indicated your rank inside the department. You can see there's a lot of bugles on this one. He would have been one of the top chiefs in the Detroit Fire Department. So this we actually found a couple of years ago. This was a bullet, and according to our records, it was pulled out of the leg of a Civil War soldier from Detroit. And we did a little bit more research and found out that we had other items from the same soldier, including the canteen, that the bullet actually passed through before it hit him in the leg. So it probably slowed the bullet and saved his life. And you can still see the blood-soaked wool covering on the metal canteen. After the amusement park at Boblo Island closed, we were able to get a lot of items from the park. But this would have been an actual working clock right when you got off of the docks when you took the boat from Detroit to the island. Well, with all the interest in cycling in the city, we were really quite surprised to find this map, which is a color-coded map of all the roads in Detroit in the 1890s, 1896 to be exact. Detroit was a very large cycling city, and the color codes depict the type of surface that the road is made out of. And you can see what roads were made out of what type of surface, and would have been very important for cyclists more than 100 years ago. Well, Detroit has always been a very resilient city. Its industry, its people, its culture. The artifacts that we have here are really key to understanding and learning about the past. We have the ability to keep them long-term, keep them safe, keep them secure. We can learn from the past to see.
Joining us now is Bob Burry, the Executive Director and CEO. Thank you for being with us. We were saying wow throughout the whole piece, right? That's pretty amazing.
Can you even have a favorite artifact? Is that possible?
Wow, you know, there's so many. There's 250,000 artifacts there. You know, from very small things, pairs of eyeglasses and jewelry and clothes, to some of the cars and the vehicles that you've seen. But probably one of my favorites is the 1935 Stout Scarab. And it's one of that 1% that's on display at the Detroit Historical Museum right now.
Wow.
It's a very cool car. Many people would say it was like the precursor to a minivan. It's very aerodynamic. It had the rear engine like the early Volkswagen vans had in the back. And it's just a very cool thing.
Very cool.
So let's talk about what's old is new again. So we just saw that sign with the bicyclists, and we were commenting to each other a second ago, what's old has come back around with the slow roll. Now all of a sudden Detroit's becoming a cycling town.
Well, you know, Detroit's becoming a lot of things it used to be. You know, one of the other exhibits we have at the museum is about fashion. And Detroit was always a bastion of fashion. And so when we put up our Detroit design exhibit most recently, we also focused on things like Carhartt and Shinola and Detroit design and Detroit denim and some of those new emerging fashion. So yeah, we're coming around a lot of areas.
We've always been into high fashion.
We
All
have.
of us. All of us have, you know. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Yeah.
I try not to. I really do try not to. But tell us, how do you select the items to include in different exhibits? And then also tell us about your extended hours, because this is very amazing to me.
Well, you know, we try to tie it, of course, with the topic of our exhibits. We have some standard exhibits, you know, things like the automotive industry, frontiers to factory, the early few hundred days. And we also have the Dawson Great Lakes Museum, which is also having extended hours, which is a huge collection of maritime history. So we try to mix a little bit of the old history stuff with some very contemporary things. In the Kid Rock Music Lab, for example, we've got Kid Rock's leather pants, if you're so inclined.
There you go. Chuck?
Well,
all
I just thought Kid Rock had his pants. I didn't even know. So tell us about hours, because we've got a lot of time off with kids and family. Perfect time to go visit, right?
And it's one of our busiest times and one of our most fun times. And we're open every day after Christmas through January 3rd at both locations, at the Historical Museum from 9:30 to 5, at the Dawson Great Lakes Museum from 11 to 4. DetroitHistorical.org is our website. A lot of special things. We're doing a train show, and we're doing a family-focused noon Year's Eve event at the Historical Museum.
I like that. Very
so a
cool.
lot of good things. Free admission all the time, though. If we're doing our job, we're asking you for a donation, too.
Absolutely. A little something can't
Well
hurt.
worth it. Bob, it's good to see you again.
Thank you so much for being
Thanks
here.
so much.
Thank you so much.